Hello everybody, it is that time of year once again. We are looking at the top 5, in my opinion, best albums of the year. Yes. Thank you. I'm excited too, I know. Alright. Anyways. So, I think this year, there's a lot, honestly. Compared to last year, there's quite a lot. I tried my best to listen to I did. I listened to twice as many as I did last year. This year. Not a lot that I love. Not a lot that I hate. As a whole, I listened to approximately 16 albums this year that were new. It's been a year for music and artists that I love and enjoy, for the most part. I wanted to do a couple honorable mentions though. Logic's Vinyl Days. Complete turnaround, honestly. Logic has been on a complete turnaround since No Pressure. Not really a shock that he came back, honestly. I never really believe it when anyone says they're retiring in our day and age for music, because they never do. But the sampling and the beats and the lyrics, everything, top notch, honestly. If you ask me, best rap album of the year. Easily best rap album of the year. I absolutely positively loved it. Next up we have, for another honorable mention here, we have Luna Lee's Duality. Again, she is so underrated. I love her work so much. Such a beautiful voice. Some of the best guitar lines of the year, like point blank period. She is just great. And this being her first full record, incredible. And I cannot wait to see what else she does. Oh, and one quick, another honorable mention. Holy crap, I totally forgot. The Smiles new record, A Light for Attracting Attention. Super cool. It was great to have Tom York having something out this year. I've always loved anything related to Radiohead, and this was honestly a really good listen. I've listened to it plenty of times. I picked it up on vinyl. It's really solid. I wouldn't say it's the best of the year, as I said. It's an honorable mention. It's not in my top 5. I was tempted to put it in there, but I didn't really get to it. It didn't really get to me as much as Radiohead, does, because it's not the full band, and, that makes sense. But without any further delay, aside from mentioning those, not really any other ones I really felt like mentioning, that really stuck out to me. So, we're gonna get on to the top 5. Starting at number 5, we have Fear of the Dawn from Jack White. Speaking of guitar riffs, just like we just talked about, this thing is the best rocking, awesome time of an album. I had a blast listening to this thing. Every time I do listen to it, I'm just going, yeah, just going crazy, and it's fun. It really is a freaking awesome record. It's got a lot of weird songs on it too, some weird trippy vocals, just not trippy vocals, but just really weird, strange vocals from Jack White and his weird samples and things. I love that though. He's very unique, and I absolutely love Jack White as an artist, as a guitarist. So talented. So yeah, this thing struck me pretty darn hard. I still stand by the 8 to 9 rank. I think I gave it an 8. I can't remember, but definitely an 8. I loved the record. Really, really, really solid. Next up, we have The Weeknd's Dawn FM. This thing took the 80s synthwave vibe from the previous record, After Hours, to a whole new level, turning it into a FM radio experience almost. It's a concept for sure, and he masterfully puts it together. One of the best some of the best production all year. His vocals, per usual, just immaculate, incredible vocals. The Weeknd is just really impressing me as of late. Before After Hours, I really honestly didn't care for his music that much, and ever since he's taken this kind of 80s synth-based kind of feel, and having a lot of inspirations from films like Scorsese movies and John Carpenter even a little bit, and Joker, and just really interesting choices thematically, I've been on board. Number 3, we have Maybe in Another Life from Easy Life. What a blast. Such a good album. Live instruments. This is easily Easy Life's best record yet. The best collection of music they put together, if you ask me, and the most consistent. The vocals have stepped up, the lyrics have stepped up, the music itself is catchier than ever, it is groovier than ever, and it is so fun to listen to. Every time I've listened to it since this came out, I just love it. Barely any skips if you ask me. Still such an incredibly solid record from them, and honestly, I love them to death as it is, but they stepped it up even more on this one. I can't wait to see what's next for them. They are really growing as a band and artistically, and it's gotta be only up from here. Easy Life's new record, Maybe in Another Life, was honestly just so good. I was gushing about it when I made my review. I'm still gushing about it now. Such a good album. I had so much fun with it. I still do. I love the cover. I love all of it. The whole aesthetic of it, just so cool. All right, we're down to the last two. So, here's the thing. I'm a little biased. I know you see the hat. Joji's my favorite singer, guys. And here's the thing. Personally, I don't think Smithereens is his best album. But oh boy, I'd be lying if I didn't say that I've literally listened to it for an entire month straight, and that's all I've been listening to. It should have been an EP. I classify it as an EP, for the record. But I have to say, it's so good to listen to in the right setting. Honestly, I love Joji to death. I really do. I love his work. I love his lyrics. I love his production. And I just love his music. And I'm unashamed of that. I know a lot of people have like a stigma towards him, I feel like, which is just kind of stupid, honestly. I don't, people like allow stereotypes and things to kind of influence how they feel about things. And I would totally admit I've definitely had that with all sorts of artists in music. But Joji, I just feel like you can't match it, honestly. If you ask me, there's something special about it to me, and it feels special to me. So Joji's new album from this year, 2022, Smithereens, is at number 2 for me. Some of the best vocals he's ever done, some of the most simplistic, with Glimpse of Us literally just having a piano and that's it, and his vocals, very honest lyrics too. Though there isn't much to really dissect, as I said in my review, I think I love it. That's the thing. The aesthetic of it, per usual, is so strong. His aesthetic as an artist is so strong. One of his strongest points, if you ask me. I love everything about what he does, who he is. It's really just a vibe. The guy is a vibe. And he seems like the kind of person I'd love to hang out with and get to know. Yeah, that's all I really gotta say. As I said, I'm totally biased because I love Joji to death, so I had to put him in number 2. Yeah. All right. So guys, we're hitting number 1 now. Number 1 is obviously Oliver Tree's Cowboy Tears, best album of the year. What a masterpiece! Can't believe it. Oh my gosh, what a just great music all around. I can't. Oh man, so good. Oh, so great. I felt physical pain saying that. Holy crap, that album sucks. Jokes aside, guys. The album of the year for me this year is Beach House's freaking Once Twice Melody. I don't know where to begin. I have listened to it consistently, month to month. Not as much as Joji's new album, because again, Joji's new album is really short. A car ride is quick enough for me to listen to almost the whole thing. So there's a difference based on time differences. But honestly, I'm throwing the script for this one. I just threw my phone. Once Twice Melody is honestly probably Beach House's best album. Honestly. As almost, I'm pretty sure that's how I feel. It is an amalgamation of every type of sound they've ever went for in one big, compact, almost hour and I think it's like an hour and 20 minutes. It's long, but it doesn't feel long. You're sent to another world with this album, I swear. Every song, catchy, unbelievably well put together. Victoria's vocals are just, I love her. That's weird. That's not what I meant. But like, this woman can sing, and the production of it, and Scally's freaking guitar work is just all of it, all together, incredible. Honestly, it is. There's nothing this year that matched it that has came to impress me as much as this album has. Just start to finish, I honestly, not a single skip. I've listened to it through so many times, but again, it's one that I feel like, again, you can't just pop it on one song at a time. Like, I feel like, honestly, you have to listen to the whole thing. It's one of those. It's an experience. And you don't get a lot of albums like this anymore, where you can just pop it on and it's just, you're in it. You're in the zone, you feel it, that's the music. And that's definitely what this is for me. I am so grateful that I got to see them live this year. That was my first concert, and one of the best concerts I've ever been to. Can I say that? Honestly, might be my favorite concert I've ever seen. They are so impressive, honestly, artistically, but they've been at it for so long. Who can blame? I mean, duh, of course they're great at what they're doing. They're pros, but yeah. I don't know what else to say. Honestly, I absolutely love what they went with this, where they were releasing it in chapters, and it was like a whole story was playing out in front of us month to month, and you would look forward to it. Like, I looked forward to it every month when they were slowly releasing it, and finally the album is finished. They released the last chapter, and then I got to see them live at the beginning of the year, and that experience has stuck with me all the way through the year. It is incredible. It is one of the coolest things I have ever seen. Along with seeing Joji live, like these two concerts, same with Dayglow actually this year. All of them, even though I didn't love Dayglow's album, but with their albums being released, it's just an experience for me because I've been following these. You guys don't understand. I've been following these bands before I was even on here doing any of this. Like, this has been a part of me for forever. It feels like forever. They've been with me, this music from these artists and their words and their lyrics and their production and everything have been with me through so much, and I have a connection because of that. And man, Beach House took the cake this year, man. I mean, Joji released an album and I was thinking, man, there's no way they'd beat that this year, but they did. They really did. Beach House has skyrocketed into my top 5 favorite artists, bands, artists, whatever you want to call it, just musical acts of all time. I stand by those words. Yeah. So there it is, guys. Top 5 of the year. I don't like doing top 10s because everyone does top 10s, and it's just kind of dumb because I didn't even like 10 albums this year because I only listened to 16. I tried to listen to more, but there's just not a lot that was interesting me, and I was trying to find new stuff, but it just really wasn't vibing with me, and I really did try this year. But yeah, those are my albums of the year, you guys. What do you think? Do you disagree? Do you agree? Let me know. Make fun of me, please. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. It's been a great year for music. Honestly, it really has. Even though I said I only wanted to give top 5 because I feel like these 5 really were the ones that were the most integral and to me and important to me this year. So, yeah, go check all these out if you haven't. They're really good.